Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tasty Shark, and today we're bringing you a little bit of Terraria. The newest version, of course, because why would we play an older version? First things first, we're going to collect some wood, and I'm going to make sure that the sounds are loud enough so that they can be heard. Everybody likes the Terraria sounds, and we can turn down the sounds in video editing if need be anyway. Now, my favorite part about this game is that it holds a lot of qualities that Minecraft, one of my other favorite games, has, while giving you a more, the first obvious thing is that it's a more 2D perspective. I've got a chest here, wooden boomerangs, some loots, a little bit of loots. Put this torch placed down somewhere. Oh yes. But the reason Terraria, I believe, is better than Minecraft is because when you die, you don't lose all of your stuff. And there's a lot more hotkeys that you can use for Terraria, and it's like if Minecraft had been designed for the end user more. I feel like Minecraft has been adopted more by the programming community. Gives a lot of people a chance to develop their programming skills, which is great, which is nice, you know, and it's a really fun game anyway. But Terraria is more for the end user than Minecraft is, if you catch my drift. Regardless, we're gonna just dive right into this, collect some copper ore right here. Our objectives for the first day: build a usable shack. Really, it doesn't need to be anything too special. Just something that'll keep out the monsters, and we'll immediately start mining. Maybe search for some caves before we build a house. We're gonna, of course, we need to get some wood so we can build said house. What is this? Is this lead? It is lead. Excellent. And as I said, I'm not too familiar with what they implemented in with the latest patch, which is quite old. I'm not a follower of Terraria, but it is quite a fun game, regardless. We're gonna need to build some better tools at some point, so that we can progress through the game a little bit quicker. Chopping down trees and stuff with copper. Digging with copper and fighting with copper is not the way to go. Luckily, I picked up this spear and a chest back there, and those generally wreck house. We'll just dig our way through here, create a little pathway to get to and from. Now, I've been wanting to do this series for a while now. Had to work up the nerve really to start it, but luckily I've moved recently and figured, why not? You know, it's time for change. Time for good change. Sometimes people promise you change, but they don't specify what kind of change. You may want to be reluctant to accept the change, if you catch my drift. Not to get off topic or anything. These Eaters of Souls will feel my might, even though all I have is a spear. I really don't want to go back that way, quite honestly. So I'll build some ropes up here. Ropes are pretty useful. That's another thing I like a little bit more about Terraria than Minecraft, is the fact that you can... There's just so many more mechanics that are useful in your ventures. Though the actual fighting and mining and everything is a little bit less manual and more automatic. You kind of just point and click, and especially with the sword, as you can see, it just stabs out straight. Whereas other platform type games might have a more aim thing. Of course, these are the starting weapons, so there's not too much versatility, which is unfortunate. But we'll get to the point where we actually start having some good weapons to use. The question is when. Because copper is not all that good. I think all we're going to be able to use copper for is decoration, decor in our home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And some armor if we don't find anything better first, which is quite likely, quite honestly. I'm worried about right now taking out some slime so that we can build plenty of torches for when we go mining. Getting a lot of stone, because I don't know, I like to add some stone parts to the house I live in. Kill this guy real quick. How far does this go? Not very far. The boomerang, quite honestly, I've never experienced any usefulness from the boomerang. Generally, by the time I find it in a chest, I already have better weapons. Really, the spear itself is kind of better than the boomerang, unless you're going for long-ranged kills, and even then, it only does 7 damage. Which, as you may or may not know, is very little damage. It's a number it's very small, regardless of whether or not we're talking about Terraria. A good number 7 is, though. It's a prime number. Which holds no significance in the world of Terraria, that I know of anyway. The prime numbers are cool. One new mechanic that they added in the last patch that I really enjoy is the slope feature. The fact that you can rise up blocks without actually having to jump. Kind of make some steps. That's very useful. Ooh, a giant tree. These generally have loot in them towards the bottom. Though I don't see an opening, so this one may be an exception, quite possibly. We'll find out. But regardless, I'm going to mine all the way through it. See what's in these pots, and then I'll try and dig down a little bit. See if I can't find any goodies. Any goodies? Because goodies are, well, they're good. It's very self-explanatory. The definition is right there in the word. Yes, I don't think I'm going to be getting anything from these, but more slimes to kill. Alrighty. Pick up these mushrooms as well. It'll be very useful in potion making later on. And it does seem to be getting quite dark right now, so I'm going to want to start worrying about that. How much stone have I collected? 12. That is not enough. Go take out these slimes real quick, see what we can do. Now, I haven't prepared anything to really talk about. I figured I would just kind of start off the series by kind of getting into the game a little bit, get some stuff going, and then, you know, talk about the game a little bit, what I thought about it. Then later on, we'd start talking about serious issues, like life and girls, and whatever interests me and whatever community I may attract. It'll be fun. Right now, let's just get started off with a little bit of good old-fashioned Terraria gameplay. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what we can do. Water chests are good because you can always get some good loots from those. Now, even though it seems to be nighttime, I'm pretty sure no enemies, night enemies will... Okay, well, maybe right now. It's now fully nighttime. But this looks like a good place to camp out until daytime, regardless. We'll start mining right off. The underground jungle is definitely not a safe place to be at such a low level of equipment, but I'm a daring fellow, so I'm going headfirst into it. As they say, fuck the police. On right off we find an underground shrine, which is good. Those more often than not will give us very good items. Ooh, and then I can spot an underground mushroom biome. It's the only kind of mushroom biome, really, I guess, though. Getting fucked up by this piranha. There we go. Alright. Time to dig downwards. Ooh, I like the new music changes. Run out of torches, we definitely have plenty of materials to make torches, so that's not a problem. Jungle bats are definitely going to be an issue until I get something that can really defend myself, and I may die right here. Nope. Ain't no bat gonna mess me up. And I found yet another jungle dungeon, whatever they're called. A shrine, jungle shrine is what they're called, yes. I remember now. Slap one of those down. Keep it as bright as possible. So this is great, though, finding 2 jungle shrines right off in the beginning, and I think that should be a little bit of demonite ore, but we will be unable to mine that for the time being until we find, I think it's a gold pickaxe? I'm not even sure, quite honestly, and we found a suspicious looking eye, which summons the Eye of Cthulhu, which is great, and actually a guarding anklet of the wind, which is great because it increases your movement speed, and there's a lot of other things we can combine with it to make later on. So that's a good find right there, quite honestly. Probably the best out of everything. We did find a staff of regrowth, but that's... I mean, that doesn't do much. That might be useful one time ever. We'll find out at a later time. Dig our way back out of here and continue exploring this underground jungle. Alright. Uh-oh. Now bees, or wasps, hornets, that's what they are. I'm gonna right eventually. Are what are gonna take me right the fuck out if I let them. So I gotta get out of there. Because I do not believe you can deflect their stingers with any sort of melee weapon. Definitely need to avoid them. I do believe, however, I'll be able to fuck up this man-eater. Just gotta dodge his attacks. That's all it's about. Oh, and I'm dead. Well, that's fine. Well, that's it for the first episode. I hope you join me in my next episode. It'll be a little bit longer, and we'll have some more fun things to talk about. Thanks for tuning in.